So the first time I became a manager, I didn't even really kind of know I was one. I was building a small organization. It was a nonprofit. At the time, I was in Detroit, Michigan, and I thought I was just kind of helping. And it was a youth leadership development program, and really started as a scholarship program. And I was asked to kind of manage the scholarship program, which I thought just meant kind of passing out the money. And one thing led to another, and I was just kind of doing the work that was needed and interacting with our students and passing out the money and taking applications for the scholarship program. And I was kind of just doing it on the side. It was a volunteer position at first. It was with the Coleman Young Foundation. And it shifted for me. I was working full time for the city in the mayor's office and doing that on the side, so to speak. Man, this is like 19, I'm not even going to say what year it was. It was a long time ago. And one thing led to another. When we left the mayor's office, the mayor's, Coleman Young administration completed, and Coleman Young chose to endow the foundation to have the Coleman Young Scholarship Foundation become its own enterprise and become a nonprofit, like standalone entity that employed people and ran programs in addition to passing out the scholarship awards. And I, led the effort to create it as a nonprofit foundation, rather than it was like a checkbook in my office with a couple of co-signers on the checks and like that. And so I wound up just taking care of a lot of tasks without actually experiencing myself as a manager. And I was pretty much self-taught in that job. I mean, I knew how to do the scholarship program because I'd done it for a couple of years, and I had a couple of people, who passed it on to me. But this notion of like going to rent office space and acquiring furniture and creating a budget and having a board of directors and having to get the budget and the annual plans approved by a board of directors and prep for board meetings. I didn't know how to do any of that. I sort of just learned on the fly. I taught myself, I figured it out, I asked questions. And the key thing about all this is there's a lot of people who have management jobs, and that's how it goes for them. They're not trained and developed and equipped. They don't go to a management school or take management classes. They sort of wind up in a management position. And because they may have expertise in a particular area, they've gotten promoted to that role or kind of slid into the role like I did, however it happens, and you're not necessarily equipped. And I think one of my purposes in life with Driven Performance Consulting, the firm that I created, it's based here in the UAE, but we serve clients globally. One of the purposes of my creating the firm was to be able to say, if you find yourself managing people or projects or teams or whatever, and you don't feel fully equipped, and you need to be equipped in kind of in a hurry and kind of on the fly, we're a trusted place you can come to for coaching and mentoring and for courses and training. So I'm really delighted to share that and to share that we'll be developing what I call the Manager's Miracle, which is all about equipping and empowering people. The managers are like heroes, really, truly. You're responsible for filling on the corporate vision and mission, usually taking direction from above, like the execs. And then you're also accountable for the people that you lead, their well-being. You want to see to it that they're doing their jobs well, that they're flourishing and thriving in the workplace, and they're a lot of kind of social accountabilities you have in the workplace as well as a manager. And all of that, I like to refer to the middle managers as my panini posse. You really pressed between two hot plates, just like that panini sandwich, and want to do well. And you don't always have the tools to do well. So Driven Performance Consulting is the place you can come for quick access to fabulous tools that empower you to be very effective and equipped in managing and leading your teams and accountabilities.